All right, I think we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Snodacast. I'm your host, Black Chef 56, and I'm, of course, joined by the one, the only, Leon Lionheart, aka Leon.
Hey guys.
And, of course, we're also joined by Gallows.
Yo,
Alrighty then. So, sorry we missed out next week. That was due to technical difficulties. By technical difficulties, I mean I was basically, uh, well,
We
girlfriend
told him
decided.
to go hang out with his girlfriend because it was her birthday and he
Yes.
wanted to start the podcast. We told him no.
no, yeah, basically. So, homie had to wait until his other friend to come tell him, "Hey, yo, it's kind of rude for you to be doing your podcast where your
You
girls are
guys
here."
didn't say shit until I
Yes,
was
we
already.
did.
You didn't say shit till Quincy said something.
No, we said shit before that. I even asked you. It's like, "What are you
Mm,
doing on the podcast? You should be
mm,
spending time with your girlfriend." I remember.
mm, okay, fine. They're gonna gang up on me and make me look like the asshole. I see how it is. Anyways,
It's because we know we're right.
Yep.
anyways. So yes, due to my dumbassness, we skipped out on it last week. But we are going to go ahead and go back into the normal schedule this week. I would bring him out, except for the fact that he is being a dick right now. So no. So fun. Alrighty then. Well, it can't be a normal episode of the podcast without talking about weekly updates. So this is where we ask everybody how their week has been, and then we just go from there. So Leon, we're gonna start with you. How was your week, buddy?
Uh, Stressful, but that's normal life.
Mhm.
Um, I had to get in touch with a buddy of mine. I don't know. Like he said it once that I would be DJing his wedding, but he also wants me to be there either way. So I'm going. I just don't know if I'm doing the music or not. I got to double check with him on that.
Mhm.
And that's in a couple weeks. So
Hey, here's the hope.
working on that. And still looking on the job front. I know a few places are on urgent hire right now, so
Yeah.
apply to
Those
those, see
urgent,
what's going on.
those urgent hires, where they'll even hire a convicted felon.
But
Hmm.
yeah,
That is true.
I actually got a chance to sit down and watch Quantumania last night, and I actually thought it was a pretty good movie. It wasn't terrible like I've heard a lot of people say.
It's not. It's not the worst, but it's definitely just mediocre. That's the
Yeah,
unfortunate thing.
I feel, and after that, I watched Thor: Love and Thunder again, and I feel like a lot of, at least the past couple Marvel movies have. I don't know. I feel like something's missing in them.
Yeah.
I just can't figure out what it is.
Hmm.
But I still thoroughly enjoy the Marvel movies.
Right. That is fair. All right, Gallows. How was your week?
It is good. Just working.
That's it.
That's
Just working.
it. I mean, I'm
Well,
going through some shit, but I mean, I
that's
can put off
personal shit. If you don't want to say it on here, you don't have to say it on here.
there's nothing much. Just dealing with the whole like trying to find a place to live and trying to get my life situated back to how it was and shit like that. That's all
Right.
it is.
All right. Well, I completely understand. So, my week. This is gonna be interesting. Uh, I got fired.
No, really?
Fired.
Oh
Mm,
shit!
yeah, I was let go of my position. I'm not gonna get into details about that. So I'm currently looking for a new job. Nothing as of late, but we will figure that out whenever we get there. Um, so with everything else, that's going to be the biggest thing. I have 2 interviews set up for next week. Hopefully, I can make them, and hopefully, I can make them count. One's a salary job, the other one's a job that I've done before. I'm not going to say which ones are which because I don't necessarily want to run the risk of them finding this and be like, oh, well, he's just promoting it on his podcast. Why the fuck would he do that? I don't want him to do that. So we're going to go ahead and not do that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
let's not and say we did.
yeah. So I got fired. That's all I can really say. I was let go of my position. Um, and not much has happened since then, except for my ass being broke for the past 3 days. So fun. All right, let's
Isn't
go ahead and
that a
get.
bitch?
It is a bitch. That it is. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and get into our first. Well, obviously we can't have an episode without no showing, unless there is absolutely nothing showing. But now showing this week is, speaking of shameless Disney stuff, live action Little Mermaid. Woo! I
I,
so don't care. I have
I,
no interest in this movie.
Uh,
I have no interest in the movie. I haven't really heard anything good or bad about it lately. So
I've
yeah, I
heard
think it
some.
just went down the drain as one of those movies that does that shit.
I don't know, man. I've heard some bad things about this. I've heard some decent things about this, but beyond that, I've been hearing it's basically like here's the way I can say it. If you liked Aladdin, if you liked live action Beauty and the Beast, if you liked like the last few minus Mulan, you're
Mm-hmm.
probably gonna like this movie. That's all I can really say.
Mm.
I'm just gonna watch it just to see Melissa McCarthy play Ursula because that's
Which I
just
have heard that's one of the
great
many
casting.
positives. I
That's
will
a great
also not
casting
disagree.
choice.
That is a good casting choice. Um, but yeah, so there's that, and then of course it. I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to give any hopes for this movie because honestly, I was never rooting against it, but I wasn't rooting for it either. I wasn't like, oh no, this movie's gonna fucking rule. No,
No,
obviously not. But I was just like, it could be good. I I doubt it.
I had no
um,
hopes for the movie. So let me
yeah,
finish. I had no fucking hopes for it.
I had slight hope just because I'm like, I wouldn't mind it if it did okay. Like if they added something to it that would make sense and would actually work for the movie. But beyond that, no. Let's be perfectly honest. Every single one of these live action remakes have not been doing good. Like, yeah,
No,
they've been doing
fuck
great in
no.
box office wise. Oh, absolutely they have. Except for
Mhm.
Mulan. Mulan sucked dick. But
That is
like
fucked up.
buying well, no, literally Mulan sucked because like it made no money at all.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
it made
Damn, that's
hardly
terrible.
any money. It lost money for Disney. Also, didn't
yeah.
help the fact that they basically thanked a Chinese concentration camp in the credits.
What?
Yeah.
God damn,
Really?
bro.
Yep.
Wow, I
Oh
didn't know that.
fuck.
Yeah. It was a lot of controversy for that. Um. So like obviously Lion King made a shitload of money, so that's fine. I think Aladdin made actually quite a bit of money as well. Uh. And I get it, like there's certain elements to these animated movies that I would love to see in live action. However, you got to add to it. Like, in all honesty, the thing that pisses me off about Aladdin is not the fact that Will Smith was a genie. I didn't give two fucks about that. I'm like, it's a decent choice. Whatever.
I liked him as Genie.
Yeah, when he was trying to not be Robin, when he wasn't trying to be Robin Williams, I was perfectly okay with him.
That's the thing. He wasn't at all. He even said in an interview he's not gonna copy Robin Williams. He didn't want to copy him at all. He wanted to make Genie his own thing.
Yeah, but there
For
were
his
I
certain
mean, there was
elements where
some parts.
there were some parts where they were trying to get that kind of Robin Williams esque humor.
yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
they really
when you
couldn't
blame
because
writing
I
and
mean, the
directing.
man's his own.
That's
No,
when you
yeah,
blame
yeah.
that part.
I'm not blaming him, but I'm just like, whenever he's not trying to imitate Robin Williams, he's actually okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's decent. I give him credit where credit's due. But whenever it comes down to these movies make money obviously because people are like, oh, I remember seeing that as a kid. I want to see if this one surpasses that, and of course they never do. Now, in my opinion, I never saw. I don't think I saw any of them in theaters. Ah,
No,
no, I don't
I
think
didn't
I don't
either.
think I went out of my way to go see them in theaters. I think I always watched them afterwards. So like I know Pete's Dragon almost gets there. Like it's almost there to where it's almost decent. Jungle Book is a
Interesting.
confused
That's
mess.
the one I hate. I really hate.
You
That's
hate
one I
Pete's
do
Dragon?
not like.
Really?
Compared to the original, I really, really don't like Pete's Dragon.
I think it's different enough. That's why I
The
think I like
only
it.
thing I liked about Pete's Dragon is it added more backstory.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I really liked. Other than that, I could care less about that one.
Fair enough.
Dragon.
Pete's Dragon
Was
almost
it?
does it for me. Another one that almost does it for me, in my opinion, was oof. I
I'm
would
trying to
say
remember the name.
Aladdin.
Fuck.
Aladdin almost did it. Like there were certain
I like-
elements that I was like, okay, that's good.
I enjoyed Aladdin. I enjoyed it as a movie. I did. I think it was good. It was okay to me. It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jungle Book in itself has had several different readaptations to it itself.
hmm
So I mean, some of the movies that have been done for Jungle Book are good, and some of them are like, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that.
Yeah, there's so many renditions of Jungle Book.
So
It kind of gets old. It's the same thing
Yeah.
if they ever did a live action Tarzan. There's been so many Tarzan
yeah.
adaptations.
Didn't they already do a live action Tarzan
It was
movie
not the
though?
Disney live action remake.
Not a Disney one yet.
No.
It's the
It's
same
coming.
thing
No,
with
they've done
upcoming
two.
Hercules.
They've
Now,
done
here's
two,
the thing.
that's right.
I think Hercules could work in live action, and I think you can
It
do
really
enough
could.
different with it that it would be okay. Like in my opinion, I forget her name, but she's a great actress. The goth chick from Victorious would be a great Megara.
Oh,
I agree.
oh yeah, I
She
agree
would
with
be
you.
Definitely would
good
make
She
a
would
Megara.
good
have
Meg.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She would make a good Meg.
Now, I also think Taron Egerton would make a great Hercules
Mm-hmm.
because he
Wait,
could be
hold on.
both.
Look, if you're gonna go with Hercules, you gotta be like ethnically right about it. Why? Because the homie is Greek, so why not go with a great Greek actor?
Wow,
You know what I mean?
that's fine, but I mean, they're obviously not going to do that. 100%.
No, they won't.
No,
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 they
no.
Well, the
won't.
only
They're
thing I know
No, they're
about
not gonna
live
do it.
action Hercules that they announced they are doing it, as far as I'm aware, there's nothing about casting as of yet.
no. I think you're still in the writing
Supposedly,
phase.
Yeah, they're working on Lilo and Stitch and
oh man,
Moana, I
that
Moana's going to
one.
believe.
get a remake. Yeah, I was like, it's not
Yeah,
even been 10 years, and Moana's already getting a remake. I find that funny.
but
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson and the actress that played Moana apparently are reprising their roles, if I remember correctly.
Well,
That's
I don't
not-
know. I don't know about Dwayne though, because he's under $1 billion lawsuit
Really?
with with the FBI and several other organizations.
This is the first time
Why?
I'm hearing it.
Yeah, no, he's under a lawsuit. It's because him supposedly, I don't know how much this is true. Supposedly, him, the FBI, and I think two other organizations planned the kidnapping of a wanted fugitive. I don't think she was a wanted fugitive of that time, but now she is. A supposed kidnapping of her. I forgot her name of her, and they're now being sued for the alleged thing they're being sued for.
Huh.
Huh. Okay.
First time hearing
Yeah.
it. But
It's been all over Twitter and everything else.
Well,
see, I don't
I'll
follow
believe
Twitter
everything
very
you read
much,
on
so.
Twitter, so that's the biggest
Yeah.
thing. But
So
that sounds a
okay.
little elaborate. I was about to say, did you find that on Twitter? Did you find that on Twitter? Because that sounds like
Since we're
Twitter.
still talking live
I
action,
say, like,
the two I
sounds like
want to
rumors.
see, and I know a lot of fans or Disney fans are thinking it too. I want a live action Atlantis
Yes.
and Treasure Planet. The only two I want. Everything
I don't know
else,
who you would cast for the main character of Treasure Planet, but I know automatically, and I know this is a cliche to say it now, but Tom Holland as Milo in a live action.
Tom Holland would be a great Milo. I do.
Stephen Lang as the military dude who
Tom
becomes the
Holland
surprise
as
villain.
Milo would be.
Stephen Lang as this the military guy. He'd be a good choice.
Yeah.
I think
What
honestly,
female
Cutout
indigenous
Mole-
actor would we play?
I think Cutout Mole. Mole was kind of the one element that I was like, it doesn't really work for me
Really? Come
Yeah.
on, look, Mo. I found Mo really fucking funny.
as a kid.
Why? Yeah, as a kid. I mean, I watch it
Everyone,
now. I probably still
out
find
of-
him funny.
Out of the the fake posts about live action Atlantis that I've seen, everyone puts Danny DeVito as Mole.
It's not bad casting. It's not.
It's not. I think it'd be funny as fuck to see.
The actress that
That'd be
played
hilarious.
Khaleesi, Kita,
Uh-huh.
I think that'd
yes,
be a great casting choice.
Emilia Clarke. That's a
Yeah.
good casting choice. I don't disagree with you.
I can't remember her name, but she is in. I believe she's in the Fast and the Furious movies.
Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, yeah. Didn't everybody say that the
That's like
mechanic
Pitch
chick kind of
Perfect.
reminded
Yeah,
her?
exactly.
Yeah.
That's like Pitch Perfect
Yeah.
casting. The only other person I think could work with it, because it'd be interesting to see her kind of do a different take, is Zendaya. I feel like Zendaya would be an interesting choice.
That would be.
You know what?
That would be an
Yeah.
interesting choice.
Just who would be the Milo's girlfriend though?
That's who we were talking about.
Emily Clark.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ooh, really good. The French guy. What's his name? The demolitions expert.
Oh,
we
I
cast as
forgot.
him. That's the ultimate question.
Oh, I don't remember the actor's name, but it's from
Movie.
the movie Argo, the security guard with the limp.
Ooh.
I can't remember his name, but
I
someone
think I know who you're
suggested
talking
him.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen Argo.
Argo's a good one.
No,
I
it's
recommend
it's
that
what like
one.
it was basically Ben Affleck's comeback movie.
Yeah.
If you wish to be technical.
Oh.
Okay, that's interesting. I honestly think a decent choice would be Pedro Pascal. I feel like he could be funny enough to do it.
I mean,
It'd be
technically,
interesting.
French and Spanish
Yeah,
are close together.
yeah.
So
France
French
and
and
Spain,
Spanish language are
exactly.
close.
Yeah, so like, and he, I feel like he could work at. I think he could work for it a little
Yeah.
bit, or maybe you could change his ethnicity a little bit and still kind of keep the character.
Yeah.
William
Or
Dafoe.
no.
He
Mole
would be
was
funny.
French. Mole was French. Actually, Willem Dafoe is a demolitions expert. That'd be perfect.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking him
William
as Cookie.
Dafoe though.
Cookie, him as Willem Dafoe's Cookie. God damn it! Get him the beard from the White House, and we have a movie. That's good. That's a good one. What about what's her name? Marge? Is her name Marge? The one that the old lady that smokes?
Oh,
Maggie Smith.
Yeah, Maggie Smith would be perfect. Actually.
Yeah, Maggie Smith would be perfect. And then for the doctor, he was played by Michael Clark Duncan. I personally think.
Get what's his name? Terry is his name Terry?
Oh, Terry Crews. Yeah,
Terry
Crews would
Crews
be
to play
perfect.
the-
Yeah, I agree.
Play the doctor.
That's like pitch perfect right there.
He's a funny actor
he
too.
Is,
He
yeah,
is.
Yeah, he would have great comedic timing. I feel like that would be a stacked cast, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely would be a great cast, I think.
Yeah.
But
Obviously, Stephen Lang is the gruff military. I mean, yeah, it's not breaking any stereotypes anytime soon about Stephen Lang, but like, come on, Stephen Lang. Why wouldn't you want Stephen Lang to play him in the movie? Like,
Right.
the only other
Who
person.
would play him?
Huh?
Who would play the his second in command though?
Ooh, Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron or
the I don't remember her name, but the actress that played the detective in Lucifer.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah,
she'd be a good choice. Yeah,
if she bulked up a little bit.
yeah, she
bulked up a little bit. And
Just a
took,
tad. I agree. That would be a really good choice, actually.
if she could play a more serious role with her, that'd be great because she is like somewhat serious in the scenes in the movie.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like she'd be a good casting choice in my opinion. That's a good choice actually. I still think Charlize Theron has that more badass vibe, so I think that's why I would probably cast her. But no, that's not a bad choice, honestly. That's not bad. All right. So, Little Mermaid. If you can't tell, we had no interest in that movie.
No, we don't.
Little to no interest. Is out in theaters right now. You can check it at any local theater that you would like to go see it at. Support
or if
it,
you don't want to waste your money, give it a month, and it'll be
on streaming anyways.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, I
mean, in like a month or something like that.
Yeah, give it a month or two. It'll be on Disney Plus, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, so going from little to no expectations to high expectations, at least for me. Mortal Kombat 1 had its trailer as of a couple weeks ago, and we also have some interesting news that has been floating about. So, first off, trailer is fucking phenomenal. And for those of you that are confused, why are they calling it Mortal Kombat 1? If you have not played Mortal Kombat 11, spoilers abound. They reset the timeline. So now Liu Kang is the fire god Liu Kang. And that's why he has a blue flame and a red flame, is because he still has the fire powers, but he also got some of his godlike powers from Raiden. And so now Liu Kang is restarting the whole timeline, and we're going back to the first Mortal Kombat tournament. At least I believe so. That's what they were teasing at the end of the Mortal Kombat 11. And So that's part of the reason why we're going back to this. And of course, you can't have Scorpion. You can't have a Mortal Kombat game without Melina, Katana, Scorpion, and Sub Zero. You just can't. But
And Garo.
Yeah.
Goro. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think
Goro?
Goro's in this game though. I'm sure he'll be a multiplayer. He'll be a character. But actually, that's where we come into our news. Not only do we have the official release, I believe it is September. I forget the exact date, but I know it's September of this year. So we're getting really close. I already put my pre-order down because I love these games. Like I've loved these games. The only one that always constantly frustrates me is Mortal Kombat 9 because Shao Kahn kept whooping my ass. I couldn't complete it. So I was so lost. I'm like, why are some of these characters dead in Mortal Kombat 10?
I mean, that's a valid statement. So
yeah, they made Shao Kahn way too fucking hard. I was playing easy mode. I was playing easy bitches, and he still whooped my ass. Oh my god,
that makes no sense.
It
You play easy and still get your ass whooped.
Exactly. Yeah, it makes little to no sense. But nah, man. Like I love these games. I love how they're redoing timeline again, which is fine in my personal opinion because the funny thing is Mortal Kombat 9 was technically a reboot of the franchise. That's why it was just called Mortal Kombat. Because the last game before that, you have Raiden go basically like send a message to his former self. And so that's why we're going into this new timeline. So these last 3 games have been just leading towards that. And I like that idea. That's a really good idea. It's a good way to kind of keep it fresh. And then, of course, now you have now you're doing the new timeline, but this time it's Firelord Raiden or Firelord Liu Kang, not God, Lord Raiden. And I find that interesting. Of course, you can't have a Mortal Kombat game without Shao Kahn, but the news that I was speaking of. So there are rumors going around that not only will Homelander and Omni-Man be playable characters in this game, I hope to God that is true because I want to do a fucking battle between those two. That's gonna be fun.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, would love to see it. Yeah, 100%. And then of course, we are also getting reports that one of the skins for Johnny Cage is going to be Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I heard about that one. I heard about that one.
Yeah. A lot of people are excited about that because mostly the older fans, because they're like, oh, isn't Johnny Cage supposed to be like a parody of Jean-Claude Van Damme? It's like, well, really, he's supposed to be an amalgamation of all the martial arts stars of the 80s and 90s. But primarily it was Jean-Claude Van Damme, hence the reason he did the splits. And I'm happy that they're finally embracing that. I think that's a really good choice, especially because I think Jean-Claude is coming back to voice his character.
Really? I just never knew that he was the voice of the character.
No. He's voicing himself.
Oh.
Yeah. And I believe like the skin is going to be based off Bloodsport.
Oh, yeah.
So
I forget which one it was. It was one I played a lot. Like I thought the storyline was good. It was PS2, one of the Mortal Kombat games there where you can make your own character.
Ooh, I think I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
The one I remember playing from PS2 was Shaolin Monks, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
Is that the one you're thinking of, Leon? Shaolin Monks?
I don't think so. I honestly don't remember. It's been so long since I played that one.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Oh, man.
But yeah.
I remember the Mortal Kombat with the mini games.
Oh, yeah, their mini games were always fun.
They were always.
Yeah. All right, so you guys excited for Mortal Kombat 1? I know I've already put my pre-order money down, so here we go.
I'm not a big fan of fighting games per se. I mean, I'll buy it just to play it once in a while, but not all the time. Though.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm not a big button masher game person, but I enjoyed the Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah, they have interesting story, and the lore is fucking tremendous. So, yeah.
Lore is big as fuck, man.
Kind of like how Soul Calibur does, don't they bring in like a random character from a different franchise?
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
they do that every now and then. Well, that's what the rumors are saying. It's going to be Omni-Man and Homelander.
Supposedly, there's supposed to be several other different characters you can play besides Omni-Man and Homelander. But I don't know how much that is true because everybody's just spouting out, but like, yeah, you can play Omni-Man, Homelander, You can play this character, that character. It's just a whole big open thing right now.
Mm, that's fair.
Well, they kind of did the same thing with when Smash Brothers came out.
That's
They did the
true.
same thing.
Yeah.
That is true. All right. Are you guys ready to go into our next topic?
Yeah.
All right. So we have a new poster and new release date for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And not only does this give us a better look at the turtles in like broad daylight and stuff like that we can see, we also got our new release date, which is going to be August. Sorry about that. It's going to be August 2nd of this year. So I'm super pumped for this. I love the trailer that we got. Because we got this poster, I think we're supposed to be getting a trailer sometime in the next week or so.
Yeah,
Super pumped for
probably
this
another
movie.
trailer.
I really have such high hopes for this movie, just because not only are they kind of taking the into the Spider Verse style of animation, but they're making it mostly their own. I love the stacked cast. I love that we're actually getting teenagers that are voicing these characters, and I'm just curious to see what they do with this movie.
Yeah.
And I hope it does well, because I think
I mean,
TMNT. I think on the silver screen they've been needing a little bit of help. When it comes to TV, they've been doing great,
Oh yeah.
but on the silver screen, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's great.
A lot of the TV shows I thoroughly
I think the
enjoyed.
last one was what was the last one? It had a very anime style.
Wasn't it Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No. I'm talking about
Wasn't
the
that
show,
one?
the last show
No?
that came out. They just did a movie.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh man, I know it has an R in it. Like one of the main words, one of the leading words is with the R, the title.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I know
Fuck.
it's the one
But
where,
no,
where
yeah, it's
Ralph
really
is the
good.
leader instead of Leo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, yeah. No, that one was really fucking great.
yeah.
When it first came out, and that scene where they're fighting the brain guy, I think it is.
You talking about Krang?
Yeah, when they're fighting Krang, it was. I mean, the animation to itself was awesome.
Yeah,
It felt like you were sitting here watching a full blown anime instead of a cartoon.
right. Alrighty then. Well, like I said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, August 8th of this year. Be sure to be on the lookout for a new trailer, as well as whenever tickets are on pre-sale. Alrighty then. So going from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to Teenage Mutant Spider Guys. I don't know what the fuck else I'm going to say about that. But we got our first official gameplay for Spider-Man 2 on the on PlayStation, and holy shit,
Dude.
like you want to talk about a great gameplay reveal. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
At first they tease you with like the Craven stuff. It's like, oh, that's all we're gonna see. It's like, no, you not only are you going to see the new Lizard, not only are you going to see Craven the Hunter, you are also going to see Black Suit Symbiote Spider-Man. Holy fuck. And like everybody on the internet has been saying, him and Miles are gonna fight. And I don't think Miles is gonna win. I
would love to see that.
I think
yeah,
Miles I think he's gonna have a boss fight where it's going to be Peter as the symbiote Black Suit.
I agree.
My money will be on Peter. Why? He's more of a veteran, and he has more insight on how to use his powers, and he becomes 10 times stronger with the symbiote suit, anyways.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, when I first saw the trailer for it, it's like, because I was watching a reaction video, and they were like, "What is this?" Like, it has to be Spider-Man. It can't be anything else. But like, they were so unsure of what it's gonna be because of how the opening is.
Right.
Like, and Craven's fucking brutal in that opening sequence. Like, he is brutal.
100%.
I wasn't sure what game this was until they showed the map of New York City. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh man, I just love this gameplay reveal. I'm super pumped for this. I'm super pumped for this game. I loved the first Spider-Man 2018 game. It blew me away. Was super surprised by that game. Miles Morales was okay. It wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, but
I think I like his new powers with the symbiote suit. He can stretch out his suit basically.
Oh yeah, I love that. You have
for
the
attacks and stuff like that.
Yeah. I really like the sleek look of it. I like the armor aspect of it. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
And
I think this is going to be a really great game for this year because the last Spider-Man game was a really great Spider-Man. I just hope they continue with the gameplay, with the game all entirely.
so far this year for video games, like it's been fucking stacked. Like we had Hogwarts
It
Legacy in the
has been.
beginning, we got Tears of the Kingdom.
You got God of War Ragnarok, sir.
God
You
of War
forgot about that
Ragnarok.
game.
Yes.
Yeah,
God of War,
Ragnarok.
and now Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2. Is it coming out this year?
I
think
so.
no.
I think
I think it might be coming out next year.
Maybe it might be coming out at the beginning of this year, or the end of this year, or the beginning of next year.
One of the two. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, and here's the thing. I will say this: I wasn't the biggest fan of Miles Morales. It felt like an extended DLC, and it was still fine. I liked the new gameplay. No, it's its own game. It was a launch.
Really? It just says this year.
Just as this
release
year.
date is 2023, so sometime this year. Oh,
probably
I also
December.
Forgot. Jedi Survivor. That was
Jedi Survivor. I'm having a blast
game.
with that game. Yeah, I'm having an absolute blast with that game.
I wish I could play it, but can't. I'm just giving it a little bit because I know it's gonna come out in Game Pass, and then I'm gonna download the shit and play the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
The many of the rednecks TikTok videos.
Yeah,
because you can give them the mullet, the redneck mustache, the dirty cop mustache and shit. I love seeing that play.
My favorite has to be the.
Oh, hold on, Gallows. You know what's going on.
Oh shit! Hold on, I'll be back.
Yeah. Once again, we're professionals,
everyone. My favorite, like for Jedi Survivor, has to be the commercials with Mark Hamill.
Yes, those are so funny.
Like they're great. I love
lightsabers.
Actually, it's just one that comes apart. He's like, "What the?"
Yeah, fuck? I know. I love that. The game is so much fun, by the way.
So a lot of people are like saying, like,
but surely playing it, and it's
like
fun so far.
It's canonized that Luke Skywalker trained Cal Kestis because of that.
Of course, they're saying that. That's fucking hilarious. No, Luke wasn't even born by the time Luke would still be a teenager by this point in time.
What are we talking about?
Would be there's a lot of people because the Mark Hamill Hamill commercials with Jedi Survivor. There's a lot of people that are saying technically Cal Kestis was trained by Luke.
No, not even.
No, I know. It's just a lot of people are making that joke.
It's a funny joke.
It's the ones that don't understand Star Wars lore at that time, because of where it takes place, Luke would have been 10 or 11,
give or take. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was still in the peak of the Empire. So
yeah, and I was gonna say, didn't they show the guy's master anyways?
Yeah,
for the game, the first one.
Yeah.
So
well, technically, he has two masters. He has Jaro Temple, and then he has Seer. Yeah. So, anyways, the game is a lot of fun. I highly recommend it if you were a fan of Jedi. If you were a fan of Jedi for Fallen Order. Yeah,
Right.
I highly recommend this.
I actually watched a walkthrough on YouTube, and I absolutely loved it. The storyline is really great. There's some shit that's shocking.
Yeah,
I don't know how far you're into it, but
I just got the general idea of what we're going towards. Okay. So, I just met the 1,000-year-old robot, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's an interesting character. I like her.
Yeah, she seems interesting.
Yeah, she's definitely an interesting character for sure. If you go around, you might find some Critical Role members.
Fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say who. You have to find them.
Of course I do. Anyways, so back onto the Spider-Man 2 gameplay. Highly so pumped for this game. 100%. Cannot wait for this game to come out. And I think I'm gonna love this game whenever it comes out. So going from a game that I am absolutely excited for to a game that It exists. We have Assassin's Creed Mirage got its
damn.
gameplay as well.
Yeah, it came out.
Looks
I
fine.
believe it was the same conference. I believe it was.
Yeah.
Man, that must have sucked. That must have sucked to go from Spider-Man to Assassin's Creed during the conference. Hype
You know,
to being back to the land.
They saved Spider-Man for last, of course.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Like, Sony's
Yeah.
not gonna blow their load first off. Like, let's be perfectly honest. They're not gonna blow their
No.
load. They're gonna wait till the
I don't think
climax.
so.
Let's be perfectly
Yeah.
honest here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I highly I've
It's
kind of
typical
been done with
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed.
Creed. It's typical Assassin's Creed. It's just different
I think
locations,
everybody is,
different
bro.
time
Still,
era.
I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I love the stories from it.
Right.
I like Valhalla. Valhalla seemed a little bit short.
Really? Valhalla seems stupid ass long to me. Let's be perfectly honest here.
I felt which one was it? I felt Origins was a little bit longer than Valhalla. At least
didn't even touch Origins. I barely touched Odyssey.
Odyssey felt really long.
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit shorter than Valhalla. I don't know.
I just hate that I played for like 2 days straight. Not straight, but I played for like 2 separate sessions of like 4 or 5 hours each.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the end of that second session, I got to the fucking title screen.
What?
In Valhalla.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it
takes a sweet ass time to get to that title screen. And I'm like, wait a second, I barely played a quarter of this game? The fuck? I was not happy at all. Yeah.
I think the thing with Assassin's Creed is they pull it out to be too long, and then that's also the DLCs and everything else for it kind of to make it make the game a little bit more boring. For players.
I'm interested to see what story, like their storyline that they're going with it, because I've always loved the backstories for all the Assassin's Creeds. It seems like after 3 they kind of went on their own thing, which is fine. I get, but I think it'd be cool maybe to experience a little more of like Desmond's family in some kind of way.
No, yeah, I don't disagree with you on that. Yeah. So I mean, it'll be interesting. I believe this is supposed to be like, it's not supposed to be the beginning of the Assassins, is it?
I thought Assassin's Creed
that was Origins' idea.
That was Origins.
Yeah.
That was Origins. This one, I think.
So where's this one taking place at?
I think it's taking place in the Middle East somewhere. It's not Egypt.
Middle East, like Iraq area, I believe.
Oh.
I don't remember for sure. Give me a second.
Yeah, fair enough. It's not that important. It's another Assassin's Creed game. Your typical Assassin's Creed shit.
Yeah.
If you like Assassin's Creed, I'm sure you'll be excited for it. I don't believe this game is coming out this year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's coming out this year.
I think it's coming out like another year or two.
October 12th.
Oh,
you're shitting me.
So they're rushing this bitch.
Ooh, they are rushing this bitch.
They're rushing it.
That's
Series X and Xbox One on October 12th.
Yeah, they're rushing the fuck out of it, bro. They're just trying to put another Assassin's Creed game out there.
Mirage takes place 20 years before Valhalla.
So what are we thinking?
Okay.
Origins?
takes place 20 years before Valhalla. That doesn't really mean shit.
It doesn't.
Cool, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, going from that to, well, our bread and butter here. Movie trailers have actually released in the past couple of weeks. We have one for Extraction 2. We have a teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's. And of course, we also have a full-on trailer for Haunted Mansion. I want to go ahead and just talk about the teaser trailer first. So for Five Nights at Freddy's, not the biggest Five Nights at Freddy's fan, but this actually looks like a lot of fun. I'm curious to see how this movie turns out for sure.
I definitely agree with that. It's like,
yeah,
I never played the games, but my aunt played them on her YouTube channel when she was doing YouTube. I've seen, obviously, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye play them to death.
I saw Game Theory. Literally, I got the entire backstory told to me through Game Theory.
I
So
saw
Same.
Eddie VR play them.
Eddie VR,
So
yeah.
yeah, so I've seen Jack and Markiplier play them, but I enjoyed a little bit more Eddie's play walkthrough for the games because they're hilarious as fuck when he got scared and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
about
literally, it's the bane of my existence. It is literally a jump scare game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I kind of hate those. I'm not a big fan of like there is a time and place for jump scares. I don't disagree. There is a time and a place for jump scares. Like there are still a few jump scares that work tremendously well. Like in my opinion, a lot of the segments of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark had really good jump scares. There's a few jump scares from older horror movies, but honestly, if it's just jump scares and that's your only scares that you're really getting, fuck off. That's just me, and that's why I'm kind of like holding back my expectations for this movie because I'm like, I hope to God it's not jump scare the movie because that's just cheap. I get it's part of the game, but that's just cheap,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I am hoping they do more of a like what they did with Security Breach, where they did cut back on the jump scares,
right? But it's more like creepy atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm hoping they do it that they go that route a little more.
Yeah,
with this. But
like you can have jump scares. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you can't, but it can't be that's the only scares you're providing.
And I'm worried about how much of the scenes are going to be him inside the room, pressing the door button and looking at the cameras are going to be for the movie.
Don't know. I'm sure they're gonna have at least one scene like that for sure.
Yeah, I hope so, but I'm hoping it's not going to be like the whole like half the entire movie where it's just sitting in the room.
No, I don't think it's going to be half the movie. I think a good chunk of the movie is going to be explaining a lot of the backstory as well. Because I know William Afton is in this.
I could see them doing that maybe like as an opener type thing, and then that security guard gets killed, and then it goes into the story.
That would make sense. That's a decent cold open, I guess. It's stereotypical, but it's a decent cold open.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on from that to Extraction 2. I did see Extraction. I remember jack all from it, except for a really good few chunk of action scenes. I remember Christian Bale's or Hayden or Chris Hemsworth. There's so many fucking Chris's in the goddamn
movie industry.
Oh my god. Anyways, so Chris Hemsworth,
they should just throw them all together in one movie and call it Chris.
Yes, I would be down for that.
I would. That'd be
have
funny
it directed by Chris Nolan.
Yes.
So for me, it's about Extraction. The first one, I enjoyed it. I loved it. I really did.
Yeah, it's
really good.
It's a good action movie, but it has little to no story.
Yeah. It doesn't. It's weird. It's an action movie with no storyline.
I'd have to rewatch it again. But like, here's the thing: I've also been spoiled. Speaking of Netflix, I have recently. I finally caved in. I watched the 3-hour fucking monstrosity that is RRR. Holy shit, is that movie good?
Dude, Bollywood movies, their action scenes are awesome. Like they're fucking hilarious,
man.
Awesome.
That whole fucking thing was done so well.
It really was.
I love that movie. That movie is great. I want to watch it again. I just don't feel like I have the time for it right now. Yeah. But no, that movie is phenomenal. I love that movie. And I would argue Extraction has a really good action set piece. The only problem, I have one problem with it, that it really extended one. I think it's like 13 minutes or whatever. It's supposed to be one take. There's quite a few shots where I'm like, okay, I can see where they cut. Like the main one was whenever they were really focusing on the back of the vest on the security guard that was going through the fucking hole. I'm like, okay, they cut there. Obviously, it's a good cut. But like, I didn't notice it, but I'm like, there's no way they didn't cut there. Come on.
The truck scene where the guy, the Indian boy's security guard punches, runs the truck into Chris's car and shit. Mm-hmm. They cut there.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. There's a couple of good ones. But it's still a fun action scene. I mean, like it hands down, it's really good. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with this because like a lot of the trailer is a lot of those one take actions. So I love that they're really honing in on that. I hope there's not too many of them to where it becomes distracting, but I wouldn't mind it. it's just one of those things. I'm looking forward to that prison fight scene because that's the one
I
that
am.
they've been milking the fuck out of it. I'm like, if that is not 10 times as badass as it actually is in the fucking trailer, you have lost my faith.
Man, I'm really hoping it doesn't turn out shitty because you milk the crap out of it. Next thing you know, it goes downhill from the movie. Really? Come on.
Or
The
it's like
sad,
Why?
5 minutes long. I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
you fucking
the
asshole.
sad thing is, though, a lot of movies do that. Like,
Yes.
that's the one thing I really don't like about trailers. Yeah, I like trailers are great to see the movie, but like they take like a lot of the really really cool shit
Yeah, that's the whole
and
point of a
then
trailer. The
exploit the
trailer is
trailer.
supposed to show you the best parts
Exploit.
of the movie, but it's not. I for whatever reason now they're like, oh, the best parts of the movie are spoils, and it's like, okay, well they're not gonna know that, and it's like, well, yeah, they kind of are after, and then they're gonna be pissed after your movie because then they're gonna be like, oh man, they spoiled half the movie in the trailer. So
Mhm.
like, I would argue, hands down, best marketing recently, and I do mean fairly recently.
Mhm.
Barbarian had some of the best marketing I have ever seen. They don't show more than maybe half the movie. They show like a couple of snippets from the later half of the movie, but majority of the trailer and majority of the intrigue is from the first half of the movie.
I haven't watched Barbarian, so
It's really good. I would. And you okay with kind of weird borderline fetish shit
Yeah.
depends.
But
and like a creepy horror setting?
yeah, but don't mostly thriller trailer movies do that though? Most
Not all
thriller
of them.
movies trailer will give you something really really good to look forward to, and the movie
Yeah.
comes out really great because of that trailer
Well,
itself.
yeah, no, obviously, but no,
No,
I'm just saying, like,
you know what kind of trailers I really really hate is they show it doesn't matter what movie it is. It will show you the scene. It's a really great scene. Gets you hooked on the movie. Never see that fucking scene in the movie.
Oh
Marvel's a
hate
big
man,
contender of
those
that.
those are terrible. Those are terrible decisions
Marvel
to do.
edits their shit. Edits
Yeah.
their shit.
And then you have to buy the director cut where you see the scene from the trailer in the movie.
That's even worse. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like a good
Yeah.
example of that was with Marvel's, I believe it was Endgame where no, it was Infinity War where
Oh,
they
the shot. They actually did
edited.
shoot that. I know which scene you're talking
Yeah,
about. They actually did shoot it, but then they cut it out because they wanted to save the reveal for a Smart Hulk later on in
Yeah.
game.
where
That's
it's gonna
why.
be Hulk,
So-
and instead of Hulk, it's Bruce and Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they had That's why they had that Funko Pop of Bruce of Hulk bursting out of the Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
The one recent director the one clip cut scene from a movie I recently saw was the Endgame one when Tony gets to speak to his daughter when she's a lot older.
Yeah, but that was never leaked. It was like whenever they put it on Disney Plus, they showed
Yeah.
that was a deleted scene.
I honestly think
I
they
think it
should
would have been good in the movie though.
It would
Yeah.
have been good in the movie, but I feel like honestly, just leaving it at I am Iron Man and cutting,
Yeah.
that was fine. It wasn't needed.
Or they could have made it like an that would have been difficult. Never mind.
Yeah.
Or they could have made it like they did with
Credits,
Infinity
but
War.
That wouldn't work.
But anyways, so going from that to talking about our final trailer for tonight, we have the Haunted Mansion. I believe it's the full official trailer, or I don't know. It got me more of a story, and I love how much this is following the ride. This I'm not really the biggest expert to talk about this. My buddy Benji would be, and I think honestly, I'm gonna do a Snoda reel, talking about that trailer with him if I can get him to. I'm going to try and get it done by Monday and hopefully have it uploaded on Wednesday for sure. But I definitely love the idea that this is following a lot of what the ride is, with adding a few new elements as well. I think that this is going to be genuinely creepy. I think it's going to like push that borderline PG. I wouldn't be surprised if this is PG-13, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Yeah, so like you have your goofy moments, but you also have your downright sinister shit in this. So I'm curious to see where we go from here. I still think Owen Wilson is an odd casting choice.
That
Just
is
me.
an odd casting choice. I do
Like
agree
Danny
with that.
DeVito kind of fits because it's Danny DeVito. Everybody loves Danny DeVito, but I'm like,
Of
really,
course.
Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
Eh,
Like
Don't know.
don't get me wrong, I did really like the Eddie Murphy version of Haunted Mansion. I really did like it.
I liked it as a
Um,
kid. I rewatched it recently, and I'm like,
I haven't watched it recently. I probably should, but
I,
it's okay.
eh,
It's not great.
I watched it recently. I watched it, I think, about a year ago before. Yeah. And I thought it was more hilarious than spooky. And
That
I
was the
understand
whole
it was
point.
supposed
so
to be
that's
the whole
why
point, but I think
that
they could have worked with more spooky element with that movie,
Mhm.
with
I
with
liked
the
the
Eddie Murphy
movie.
movie.
This one is
I
actually
think that's what
going
I'm kind
towards
of
that.
getting at
Yeah.
here because
Yeah.
I really did like it. I thought it's a great kids version of the idea, and then
Yeah.
now this one's more adult toned
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
with
you
the
got to think
spooky
about it.
shit.
This is following more towards the lore
Uh,
in a family friendly theme park. Like you can have murder in a PG movie. You just don't show it. Like
Yeah,
you
that
can just have
that
it
is very
talked
true.
about. And I think personally this could be, like, in my opinion, the best way to go about this. Make it like an 80s PG movie.
Oh man,
Make it
I'm
like
so
kind of go for that return to Oz is like, yeah, this definitely, you shouldn't bring your little kids to this. PG doesn't stand for practically G. It stands for parental guidance, damn it. And you need to be here. Like, you don't bring your 3-year-old to this. They're going to be pissing their pants in fear.
me being 31 years old and watching Return to Oz, that movie still cringes me. Okay,
Yeah, the
I thought it was a
Wheelers. I
good
don't know what
movie.
it is about the
I
Wheelers.
liked it.
Well, no, it's a good movie. It's
great
terrifying.
movie. It's a
Really?
great movie.
Terrifying, yeah.
How?
It is
I thought it was
cringy as
it was
fuck.
it wasn't even terrifying.
All I have to say is Dorothy Gale in that voice, and Leon already knows what I'm talking about.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Ugh.
Also, I have to show my hand like this.
Right. That movie is definitely fucking creepy.
Also, you can't tell me that the fucking the Scarecrow looked 10 times creepier.
It did.
Yeah,
It did.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of what's it called? Stories of the Dark or whatever.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Yeah, kind of remember that one a little bit, honestly.
Oh, the Herald thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I here's the thing. I would love another 80s PG kind of movie. Like, in all honesty, Neverending Story is fucking dark as shit.
Oh yeah, let's talk about 80s movies for a second. There, Neverending Story.
To be honest with you, the 80s, the 80s nostalgia is kind of being played out. Honestly,
no,
it is. To me, it is. It's like it's okay, but I mean, it's like, eh.
Nostalgia is overplayed. I don't disagree with you there. Here's what I'm getting at. 80s did not give a fuck. That's what I want.
That is true.
Again, I want my Watership Down, damn it. I want it to be PG, which apparently Netflix already did. They did a remake of Watership Down, believe it or not, and it is rated PG. So I'm tempted to see that. I want my Return to Oz. I want my fucking Indiana Jones with a head exploding, and it talked about he literally is like, I was a child and I didn't know what I was doing. That kind of. I want those PG movies. Damn it!
Those PG movies. Those are hilarious as fuck.
Dude,
give us
Raiders of the Lost Ark. You literally see a dude get a bullet through the brain, and you see the blood trickle down his face.
Let's get back to that where PG movies traumatize children.
Yeah.
Big example of Neverending Story.
The witches.
Oh yeah. That one was.
I watched that movie once, and I'm like, never again.
I want to watch it all the way through for one time.
What was it? The 80s movies are the reason why we have now rules for PG movies, basically.
Yeah, but I will say this, like, honest to God, I mean, there's shit you can show in a PG movie and still get it PG. I mean, obviously, you can't do, like, full-on 80s PG. Like I said, Raiders of the Lost Ark is PG.
Yeah.
It would not be PG today. It would definitely be PG-13. 100%. Like, there's no denying that.
We do also have to remember some of those 80s movies have not aged well with everything going on in life.
No, they have not, bro.
Are different. Like, I would argue Who Framed Roger Rabbit has some of the most terrifying shit to make a kid watch, at least with Judge Doom.
Oh, yeah, true.
And you know
Agreed.
The way
exactly what I'm talking about.
Agreed.
the way he dies and stuff at the end of the movie, it's just
No, that's fucked up.
wow.
That's when I killed your brother, I talked just like this. I was like, fuck. I hated this. Ghostbusters is technically a kid's movie.
Great casting choice.
Really?
Great casting choice, by the
Yeah,
way.
with Christopher Lloyd. It's like, oh, I wonder who the villain is. It's like, no, but what's his real reason? Like that it was never the point of like who the villain actually is. It's like, what's his reason behind this? And I
Yeah.
love
Mhm.
Ghostbusters is rated PG.
Ghostbusters?
That
I
is a
doubt that's
very
true.
sexually charged movie. No,
That
the
is.
first
That was
Ghostbusters movie
so
is
bore-
PG.
That
Really?
was so
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. No.
How
no.
much scenes
Okay,
it has
if
of
that
sex?
version, okay, if they redid that one, I guarantee you that would get PG-13 close to R
Oh.
rating.
I wouldn't say close to R. I would definitely say PG-13 though, for sure.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking close with the way all the innuendos and shit.
Oh, you can have plenty of innuendos in a PG-13 movie. Come on,
Of
fuck
course.
you.
You can only say fuck like twice in a PG-13 movie, and then it becomes rated R right after.
Once.
Nope.
You can
Oh,
only say it
really?
once, and it
Yeah,
cannot
you
relate
get
to the
one.
actual act of fucking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
like
why
you
they
could say
finally
fuck
got it
you in
immoral.
a movie. Yeah, exactly. Open the fucking door, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, you know, you obviously. Okay, sorry. Somebody's being a dickhead and blasting their music, and it's vibrating in the house. So fun. Anywho, that being said, when it goes down to 80s movies and how they did their PG, like Back to the Future would not be PG.
No, it
Hell
wouldn't.
no.
It would not.
No, it would
No.
not. That movie would be
Definitely
PG-13. That movie would
Yeah.
be hella PG-13.
Oh, 100%. I mean, literally, that is a movie about a dude goes back in time to make sure his parents meet, and his mom has the hots for him.
Yep, PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
It even has like a sexual assault scene in there too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
There's that as well. But no, like I honestly would love. I'm not saying like go all out like the 80s kids. I'm saying like go for like what an 80s kids movie do. Don't be afraid to scare the shit out of these kids.
Nope, do it. I say fucking do it.
I say do it.
Right?
Like I remember when Multiverse of Madness came out, they were pushing the PG-13 envelope by today's standards. And a lot of parents were like, "Why are you rating this PG-13? This is like I brought my kids to this and they're terrified now." And it's like you do realize it says parental guidance for those under the age of 13, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of PG-13. PG is not practically G. It is
Parental guidance of 13.
Yeah. Okay. Like, here's the thing. That's why I hate the MPAA. What the fuck is there in Frozen that makes that movie need to be PG? The foot size of the joke does not count.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, hold on.
Toy Story had way grosser fucking innuendos, and it
Yeah.
was rated G.
Wait, which one?
What makes it so? What will make it PG though? It makes no sense to put it PG.
Inside Out is the same way. What the hell is an Inside Out that makes it PG?
I don't fucking know. I mean, unless
There's a reason why
they put
now
some
people
certain
consider
stuff in there, but I guess
yeah, there's a reason why now people consider PG kid shit.
yeah.
Even though G, dude, there's like the original Disney live action 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That's rated G.
What?
That's some dark shit in there.
Yeah.
But it's an
some
adult
dark
movie. It's just rated G because it's for general audiences. Everybody can watch it. Parental guidance basically meant that you were
Wasn't
if you have a
the
little kid,
first
they need
Land
to be.
Before Time the same way? Wasn't it?
Land
G?
Before Time was rated G. Yeah, a lot of
That was some dark shit too.
wholeheartedly. I'll do you one better. American Tail.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that was
I
rated bitches.
I always thought it was like PG or PG-13. Honestly,
It's
I never
rated
saw that.
G, bitch. It is rated G.
That needed to be rated PG or 13. One of the two. Because that movie was some type of shit, bro.
Actually, you know what's crazy? Nothing that graphic is on screen.
No.
It's not. It's a lot of subjective.
Yes. And it's also depressing as fuck.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I started crying at the end of it whenever he finally reaches his goal. I'm like, oh
Oh,
my god, they finally did it. It's like,
Right.
I fuck you, man. Fuck you, movie. Also, somewhere out there is sung incredibly terribly, and it still moves me to tears.
Right.
that's what
And it
does.
does.
That's
But yeah, we went way off topic. Back on
yeah.
the Haunted Mansion. I hope they do like the '80s PG. Like, definitely still keep it PG, but have that element of like, this is not meant for little kids. This is not Frozen. This is Haunted Mansion. This deals with death, murder, vengeful spirits. Poltergeist is rated PG. Damn it, I'm not fucking living this up. Poltergeist is rated PG. That literally has a scene where a dude is peeling off his face.
Wait, the first one or the remake of it?
The first one from the
The
80s
original.
is rated PG.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
How?
I
80s.
don't know.
80s movie. That's all we gotta say. 80s movies.
80s. That's all I gotta say is 80s.
That sounds like
80s.
it'd be a fun Snowda reel to go in.
It
Yeah,
would be.
80s. Like, what the fuck happened to PG? It's just that's exactly what we'll call it. We'll call it what the fuck happened to PG.
And start listing off random movies that are PG, but they should be more than PG.
No. I think I have a few movies that are PG that I would say they earn that rating. Like, honestly, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's a PG movie.
It's been a while since I watched that one.
I did
haven't
not
seen
like it
that
as a
one.
kid. I watched it as an adult, and I fell in love with it.
I haven't seen
It's
that
been a
one.
while.
I fell
watched that
asleep when I was a kid watching that movie.
Oh, okay.
I fell asleep multiple times. But
So it's,
it's a long movie.
I know
It's not going to keep your kid entertained. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. But as an adult or a teenager, I feel like it would be right up their alley. So I highly if you were a kid like me that tried to watch Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and then you didn't really like it, give it another shot. It's a really good movie. I highly recommend it. Now, here's the opposite. I loved E.T. as a kid, even though the movie is damn near 3 hours. Now I don't like it because it's damn near 3 hours and it's boring as sin. Don't get me wrong. It's
E.T. is 3 hours? I thought E.T. was at least an hour and a half.
No, E.T. is like 2.5 hours, man.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long movie.
It's a very long movie, and a long movie with little to nothing happening in it.
Mhm.
I guess that's the reason why it's boring as hell.
Yep. E.T. is an important movie. I will never diss E.T. It is a very important movie. However, it is a very boring movie. Casablanca
definitely
is
is.
an important movie, but I still enjoy Casablanca. Citizen Kane is an important movie. That's boring as shit. I'm not gonna diss Citizen Kane. I've never watched it, but I've seen snippets of it. And I'm like, okay, good editing, good cinematography. Like, it's a filmmaker's dream, but cool.
Yeah.
So like Amadeus. Amadeus is a very important movie. Long and very boring. Or it's not boring, but it's a very long movie, and that is a commitment that I could not give. I'm sorry. Yes, I can watch the Snyder Cut all fucking day. For whatever reason, I can't sit through Amadeus. I don't know what it is. I don't know, but
some movies are like that. It's like there's just some movies that like, yeah, I will sit there for 4 hours and watch the damn movie for one film. Another film, same time limit. Tried it, can't do it.
Yeah,
Don't know what it is.
don't know. But that being said, what did you guys think of the Haunted Mansion trailer? I think it looks like fun.
I agree.
I think it does look like a lot of fun. I agree with you. I guess bring back the 80s type filming.
Yeah,
Scare the crap out of your kids.
Kids movie, but make sure like this is gonna traumatize some kids.
Yeah.
I want you to do that. Disney, grow your balls back. You seem to be on the right path. Grow your fucking balls back. Make this shit work.
Yep.
Like Haunted Mansion, yes. Great. Make it really good. Give it that spooky element, like you guys are saying, like
Exactly.
like don't let your kid watch it alone type shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unless your kid can handle that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
And I agree with that. I agree.
All right. Well, we can go into Snowdaquicks if you want, but I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Leon.
Not only thing I have would not really interest anybody, so it don't matter.
Fair enough. Alrighty then. So, I've been your host, Black Chef 56. This has been the Snodacast episode 11. I've been joined by DJ Lionheart, aka Leon.
Stay nerdy.
And of course, I've also been joined by Gallows, aka Thomas.
Yo, see you later.
Once again, I've been Black Chef 56. We are professionals. This has been the Snodacast.
Professionals.
And we will see you all